we have a race out here for a Senate seat in California, and Republicans have a primary. Carly Fiorina is running against Tom Campbell. And when Republicans fight against each other, when there's no Democrat in the race, well, that's just vicious on vicious, right? So nobody's pulling any punches. Nobody's coming to a gunfight with a knife. They're coming in with Uzis. So Carly Fiorina is going to hit first here. And this has been described as one of the weirdest political ads ever made. It is also been described as psychedelic, and you will see why. It's rather long and awesome in how much it amused me. And if this is what the Republicans are going to do to one another, sit back, relax, enjoy the show, grab some popcorn. Go.
Purity, piety, are fiscal conservative leaders, men we admire, aspire to be. Wholesome, honorable, true believers. Men like Tom Campbell, who would never lead us astray, his pedestal so high.
Leaving but one way to fall. Tom Campbell, fiscal genius. Who would remember that as the governor's chief budget officer, Campbell was the architect of our disastrous 2005 budget? A budget so bloated with increased ongoing spending commitments and borrowing that it literally set the stage for the recent decline of California. That's fiscally conservative, Tom? Who would remember that was the Tom Campbell budget? We would. A budget about which the respected nonpartisan California Legislative Analyst Office wrote, multi-billion-dollar operating deficits will persist, even in the best of times. And Tom, while proclaiming your newfound fiscal conservatism, you seem to have forgotten that you supported last year's budget, saying its tax increases were the right thing to do. Your current brilliant solution to California's budget mess is to raise our gas tax, already the highest in the country, by 32 cents a gallon. Could there be a worse solution? Is that fiscally conservative, Tom? And sadly, we're just getting started. You also campaigned for a ballot measure last spring that would have extended a supposedly temporary hike in the sales tax, the income tax, and the vehicle license fees for another 2 years. At the end of the day, that's another $16 billion in new taxes you supported, Tom. When in Congress, you supported a tax on the internet, and you were publicly critical of the Bush tax cuts. I suppose we should not be surprised then, Tom, that you are the only Republican candidate to refuse to sign the Taxpayer Protection Pledge, no matter what office you were running for that particular week. Tom Campbell, is he what he tells us? Or is he what he's become over the years?
What is that?
A FCINO, fiscal conservative in name only. A wolf in sheep's clothing. A man who literally helped put the state of California on the path to bankruptcy and higher taxes. Fiscal conservative? Or just another same old tale of tax and spend, authored by a career politician who helped guide us into this fiscal mess in the first place? Might there be a better choice? Someone who has not made a career of politics, a political outsider, perhaps a proven fiscal conservative, who has accomplished enormous things in life. Now that sounds like the right choice for California.
That was awesome. First, I didn't even know what the sheep were about. Like in the beginning, I couldn't tell if the sheep were the good guys or the bad guys. And it gets put up on a pedestal and what we aspire to be. I don't aspire to be a sheep. What the hell is that? And then it turns out he's not even a sheep. He's that weird psychedelic creature at the end. What was that, man? How did they put that commercial together? They can't be serious about that ad. You can't be serious. What was that? The dude crawling around in the sheep thing with the laser eyes? How did Carly Fiorina look at that ad and go, nailed it? Man, you got to question her judgment just on that. Now, the flip side is, did it work? I'll tell you what, everybody's talking about whether Tom Campbell's a fiscal conservative. But they're also talking about whether Carly Fiorina is sane or insane, right? Notice she was shown at the end of the ad, but you didn't get the usual, I approve this ad, because who in their right mind could? So, I mean, she caught people's attention. Of course, former head of Hewlett-Packard, she's a businesswoman, she touts herself as. And then, ironically, at the end of the ad, I thought, well, I guess I like Tom Campbell a little bit better now. He seems like he's not as unreasonable as the other Republicans, if you believe this ad, right? So, did it work? Did it not work? I think in the end, it's just far too crazy, and it makes you a laughingstock. So no matter, even if you think, well, one, I've captured people's attention, two, I've done some serious damage to Tom Campbell in your own mind, and among your conservative base, but it's not worth looking so damn ridiculous for. How the hell do you put that ad together? And who did you hire to put in that sheep outfit with the laser eyes? Crazy, man. Oh, go have at it, Hoss. Have at it. Republicans, tear each other apart. You know what, Tom? You got to hit her back now. Get in a cow outfit or something.